There's a lot of ways the human race can go extinct.
2020 to many is looking to be a horrible year, and I can kind of see why. Copa, Australian fires, possibility of World War III, and coronavirus. But I always had a sense that these people were exaggerating all these three. I'll explain why only three later on, but today, we'll be looking to see if these are exaggerations. Copa definitely was all doom and gloom the closer the date came when it got implemented, and it continued on into early 2020 for like one day. Once Copa actually got implemented, I gotta admit, it did a lot of horrible. Also, YouTube's new bots were just ass. While yes, I do agree Copa was a bad thing for YouTube, it wasn't as horrible as people exaggerated it to be. The major deal breaker here was that you would be fined $42,000 every video that is incorrectly rated. But not what many people knew was that your channel would be fined up to $42,000, not for each video. While yes, it's a lot, it's definitely not as bad as expected. As we all should know by now, Donald Trump killed the top general of Iran, and Iran got very pissed and threw a hissy fit saying shit like, and the thing is, Iran has always threatened USA. Besides, they already did the Revenge Act. No World War III happened, so this was greatly exaggerated. Although, this did worsen relations with the USA though. I already did a video on this disease, so I won't define it, and I won't spend much time on this one. I do have to say though, recently WHO labeled this disease as a global threat. But still, if you have at least a healthy immune system, you will be just fine. Just use your brain and wash your hands frequently. I would say this is exaggerated a bit, but to be honest, at any time, it could be a very real threat. This disaster was an actual threat to Australia's wildlife and its overall ecosystems. In fact, the fires are still going on now. This fire wasn't exaggerated by the slightest. So, seems like 2-4 of these events have been extremely exaggerated. The other two are either an actual threat or still being chosen if it's exaggerated or not. In my opinion, 2020 so far doesn't seem like an overall horrible year. While it did start off crappy, I would say February has to be less worse. R.I.B. Kobe.